Peggle 2!
Hello friends, welcome to another episode of 3 Minute Game Pass. I'm Nathan, and today I'm going to tell you if this Game Pass game is worth your time and bandwidth. Today's games are Peggle and Peggle 2. It's like pinball, but not, and like pachinko, but not. That's right, it's Peggle. Completely undefinable because PopCap made up that word. There's a unicorn. So Peggle 1 and 2 are an Xbox 360 and Xbox One game respectively, and they are EA Play games, which means that you will need a Game Pass Ultimate in order to play them on console. The PC does include Peggle 1 on EA Desktop, and they each take about 4 to 6 hours to beat. So exactly are the Peggle games? Well, it's a simple concept really. You aim a cannon at the top of the board full of pegs, squares, and slides, and on the way down try to hit as many Peggles as possible with the ball. The ultimate goal is to hit every orange peg before you run out of balls, which triggers extreme fever and gives you a bunch of points as a bonus. And of course, if you fail, you just start the mission over. But it isn't all luck. Well, it's mostly luck, but there is a bit more than that. Every level has 2 green pegs with activate a superpower, which is dependent on the character you're using. It might give a more detailed path of the ball's trajectory before you fire, or add a multi-ball, or pinball style flippers, or make the next shot be fire or a boulder, all sorts of stuff. Knowing when to use power-ups is important. The games have a ton of levels in a campaign mode, with Peggle 2 also having a lot of challenge levels that you can do as well. The levels unlock new characters as well as get harder as you go along. And that, in its entirety, is Peggle. So what do I like about Peggle? Well, the game is infamously addicting. Mixing up powers on different stages is very fun. There is enough strategy to make you want to keep coming back and trying for more, but it's not super hard, so you're not going to lose. And that really kind of goes to the next bullet point. The balance I feel in this game is very good. It's still challenging, but it's usually just easy enough that you aren't stuck on a stage for very long. The element of randomness is there, but it does feel a bit negated by the amount of control you have over the ball and the leniency the game gives you in completing stages. It strikes a really good balance. And lastly, of course, the extreme fever classical music explosion at the end is just icing on the cake. It's glorious. I even gave it its own bullet point because every time you get that last peg, you just feel like a total cool guy. When it comes to the bad, I really don't like Peggle 2's character designs. Even if the game is graphically improved, they don't appeal to me nearly in the same way as the first game did. And as what's even worse is that a lot of the characters from the first game are there, they're just locked behind a paywall. So there's DLC characters in this Peggle game, which kind of sucks. There is also, again, a lot of luck in this game. It's not entirely strategy. It is a lot of hoping for the best in some situations, especially with some trick shots, as well as how you get extra balls on the bottom of the stage. And lastly, some stages are just impossible with certain characters. There's some that are clearly designed around certain characters with certain power-ups, so replaying them with different characters might just not be doable. So as you know, I rate games on a 3-point scale. Must play, maybe consider, don't bother. I do think these Peggle games are a must play. Both of them, in fact. Peggle is a great, addicting casual game that plays really well on the Xbox. In a weird twist, I actually like Peggle 1 more than 2. Unlike most PopCap games where I feel the sequel is superior, I feel that Peggle 1 is more tightly designed, and I like the characters better and felt that the levels were funner, but you really can't go wrong with either way, and 2 has more achievement points, so, you know, if that's a deciding factor, go with 2. But either way, this game can be played by anybody. It's a lot of fun, so grab your kids, grab your spouse, grab your friends, grab your neighbors, everybody, and get Peggling. That's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and go out there and enjoy the hell out of the Peggle games.